I've got some sad news for you all. We're not going to be promoted next year. No, we're not going to be promoted this year. I just completely buggered that up completely. But we're not going to be promoted this year to the Premier League. That's a shame. So instead of the 3 games today that we were meant to have to big up this promotion campaign, it's going to be 2 games. We play against Middlesbrough and Preston, and I've just had the stuffing knocked out of me, really. We're not going to get promoted, but let's try and remain positive. That's a little chat for the next 20 minutes about our season, and play 2 very important games in which we can still get 7th or 8th, which is a pretty good achievement considering it's our first year in the Championship. So, for the final time in Season 2, roll the intro.
Goes Pompey, 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 you're the team. Pompey, 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 you're the cream. Pompey, you're the greatest, and we'll keep following you. Yeah, we'll keep following Pompey, following the boys in blue.
Hello there everyone and welcome to episode 12 of the Portsmouth 7 Foot Match 2018, and as you can see, we are 9 points away from Leeds United in 6th with 2 games to go, meaning unfortunately we are not going to get promoted. How did we get to this? Well, the last time I saw you was, oh god, when was the last time I saw you? It was the Bristol and Millwall games, of course, and we've had 1 result of each really. We've had 3 points out of 4 points even out of the last 4 points out of the last 3 games, as I keep forgetting. We drew 2-2 with Reading, 2 drop points there really because they went ahead, but we effectively won the game with Matt Clark's goal in the 87th minute. Then we were stupid and just stayed on attacking, a bit cocky, and John Swift scored for Reading, meaning it was 2-2. Then we beat Blackburn 3-2, McAlinden getting another goal. I'll explain the McAlinden situation in just a second. And then we got stuffed by Norwich, but let's gloss over that one. So we play league leaders Middlesbrough today, and then Preston are in 12th. So McAlinden is on 27 league goals at the moment, still the highest top league scorer, and what he needs in these next 2 games, it seems ever more unlikely to beat that ties to Mount. He needs another 5 goals in 2 games to beat that amount. He's at least, though, going to be a high of 6th in that role. It'd be, you know, if you could maybe get 2nd, that would be really good. But really, the aim is to get 1st, or even joint 1st. I suppose he needs 4, and a hat-trick could really help him today, the first game against Borough, which is really going to be unachievable, it feels like. But anyway, for today's game, as you can see, we've got McGee in goal. Admittedly, I just haven't set this for the last game, especially. I just went with a quick pick because I kind of felt that it was all going to be over for us, and I thought, you know what, let's just. I don't really care what he puts out, basically. But we're going to play McGee in goal. I think this is a good team anyway. Thompson, Landell, Clark and Wiggins at the back, with Close and Meyer in the midfield. Lennon and Abita up in the wing positions, and then Chaplin and McAlinden up front, who have developed quite a good, I suppose you could say, quite a good partnership in the last few games. And if I seem a bit down, I am actually, because it's bittersweet. I mean by that we are gutted that we couldn't go up, because all the season it was kind of like, oh, look at the playoffs. We've always been aiming for there. We've never really made it, and obviously we won't make it now. It's the sad bit. But we've always, I feel, been in for a chance of that. However sort of unrealistic you could say it is, getting a triple promotion. It was always, you know, written in the stars to get that. And we aren't going to get it, and that's unfortunate, but we have broke a few records this season. You know, we've scored 97 goals, which is the most any Portsmouth team have done, and we've just done fantastically up front. You know, McAlinden getting nearly 30 goals, Chaplin getting about 15, I think Long getting 10 as well, Armstrong getting another 5 or so, but our squad, seriously, has been magnificent this year, and I just think the problem is that whilst we're scoring at the front end, we're conceding too many, which is a massive problem, and that's something we need to improve next season, and then I think we can genuinely build a team ready for promotion. A few tweaks over the summer will probably be needed. There probably won't be a video tomorrow because I'll probably need a few days to make those tweaks over the summer. So Thursday you will just see the Ashes video. I hope that's alright with you guys. And then Friday, the first episode of Season 3, will be my birthday. So what a lovely start to that. And McAlinden nearly gets his 28th goal of the season. And we're all watching on eagle-eyed for that. And we've got nothing to play for now, which I hope kind of gives the players a little bit of, not motivation, but no fear almost. And it'd be a real shame to end this season with 2 games lost, because we could end up down in 12th, which, considering how well we've played, I don't think we deserve that. But anyway, George Friend puts it out to Bamford. Still Bamford on the ball. Braithwaite. Oh dear, he's beaten the man on the wing. Braithwaite into the box. Bamford. Yeah, it's 1-0. frustrating, but, there's not really much we can do. I'm not too bothered, now, really. We haven't really got anything to play for. It'd be nice to end well, but I can't really make any tactical changes of mass now. A few things I'm thinking of doing over the summer, just to keep you guys in the loop. I think Brett Pittman will leave, because he's very much an attacking midfielder, and we've got enough strikers, he's either an attacking midfielder or a striker. And he's 30 years old, so he's getting a little bit worse as time goes on as well. And he just doesn't fit into the system we play. I know I like to play 2 wings and 2 attackers, and it just doesn't work. And he just keeps moaning. Marcus Brown, I don't think will extend his loan, as well as Adam Armstrong, because I just don't think Armstrong has been too brilliant this year. Hopefully bring a few of the youngsters. I'll review their loan spells at their respective clubs. We've brought, obviously, Ben Close through the team this year. There's a lot of players that have gone out on loan, especially the second half of this season. So it'll be interesting to see how they've developed when they come back, of course. If you've watched the whole of this season, you'll have seen my nice spreadsheets. 2-0 to Middlesbrough now, but that's to be expected as they're really, as it stands, basically, they are going to be promoted to the Premier League, which is brilliant for them, of course. But for us, the real aim was Championship security, not going down the other way, and we haven't done that. So I think that's really good, to be positive. But you always want to aim for the best, and I think everyone on Football Manager always aims for the best. Because if you're not optimistic, if you like, well, not optimistic, but if you don't dream, then there's no point. And it's always the magic of these series that make it. That's not my iPad going off, so I think my phone's off. That's weird. But I just really hope this doesn't go in the way that the Hensford save did, because this save, if you guys watch the Hensford save, is basically a mirror of that Hensford save. We went up in the Evo Stick League, and then in the Vanarama National League North, the next season we finished about 10th, nearly got playoffs, which is like what we've done this season, and then the next season we were last and got sacked. So I'm praying to the Lord that doesn't happen, because that would really harm our managerial reputation. I think I'm going to treat this as a little bit of a, sort of like a journeyman series now, if we, basically what I'm saying is we're not going to stay at Portsmouth forever. I think I'll do next season, and then, there could be a debate of whether, we've actually reached as high as we can with Portsmouth, and whether we can't get them back up to the Premier League. But, in the future, if the opportunity came, we would go back to Portsmouth. But it would be nice this year, because it's something that I've seen Captain Goodspeed doing with his journeyman saving. Something I'd really love to do is to go around different clubs, managing the Premier League, manage foreignly. I'm very big in terms of trying to attempt foreign saves, because it's something that I wouldn't do naturally. So if the opportunity comes for YouTube, then I'll probably be more pushed to do it. But Chaplin is the box for a beater. He headers it just to wide, and Lennon gets it in the back of the net. It's 3-1. Not really any consolation. We might as well just go on attacking and push forward. Why not? We may as well go for it. But it's McAlinden who's been a bit dry recently. That's a real shame. But, 27 goals in a championship season, considering he was the backup player, the one who really had no hope. He has defied all the critics, and I really hope he's not going to be a one-season wonder, because, just to be released from Wolves, playing a few games and not being a great player, to then sort of becoming not a Portsmouth great, but a real cult hero for scoring a lot of goals in the next few seasons. I'd really embrace that, and in turn, his value would probably go up. I think he's only worth about $500,000 at the moment. What is it? 700,000, which I'm sure has gone up since the season started. And that's really good to see. And I don't think his ability's gone up. I think it's purely, I don't want to say out of luck that he's doing well, but it is really. But hopefully you can turn that form as, I can't remember who said that now, who said that quote. Oh God, you're all going to have to help me out here. I'm sure you're all shouting it in the comments. You don't even know the quote yet. Form is temporary, class is permanent. And that is a class quote. Pardon the pun. There's no pun there. If you can guess who that one is, then you get a brownie point. One of the best comedy shows of the 21st century. Short-lived it was. Lennon. Oh, it's not a hat-trick. It's an own goal. We're back into this game. It's 3-2 here. Oi, oi. Here we go. 3-2. We might be back into this game. And not Portsmouth. Middlesbrough might have to wait a little while more to secure their Premier League. To secure their Championship title. If we draw, then Brentford can still win the title, albeit, for a 16-goal turnaround. But I very much doubt that. But Wolves are losing in their game, but they've pretty much confirmed promotion state. Not promotion, but rather playoff state. I mean, it's going to be quite boring the last day, because the only thing that could change is Leeds and Norwich, but apart from that, I can't really see anything. Armstrong through on goal. Shoots. Oh, it's wide. Armstrong. I think a move back to Newcastle might be beneficial for him. He hasn't done too well this season. He was good in League One, but hasn't really been able to adapt to the Championship. And Liam McAlinden, only a 6.3. That's pretty disappointing. But we showed a bit of fight in that game. You know, it should. There we go. 3-2. Middlesbrough have won the Championship. Brilliant for them. Well done, and congrats to them. But you know, we are just going to go to the dressing room and go home. To be honest, chill out for a bit, and then come back for the game against Preston next week. We can finish as high as 9th and finish as low as 12th. So hopefully we can finish 9th. Middlesbrough have won the Championship. Well done to them. Gary Monk, their manager. But yeah, predictions for the result against Preston? Leave them down in the comments. And anyway, I'll be back for that game. It's the last game of the season, and I think this might be a farewell for some of our players, hence why we're playing them today. Brett Pittman gets his maybe last start in a Portsmouth shirt. Kyle Bennett also gets maybe a final start in a Portsmouth shirt. But apart from that, I think all the players will stay. I'm looking to probably bring on Adam Armstrong at some point, you know, to give him a good send-off. I think that Adam Armstrong has done well. I mean, he hasn't done too well this season, but last season, in fact, he's the reason we were in the Championship at the end of last season. So you've got to credit him for that. This season he hasn't done too well, but really, we've got nothing to play for. Let's just go for the win. We've had a bit of a run of poor form recently. And let's see if we can get to the win against Preston. That'd be brilliant stuff. Just check we're actually recording for the finale this season. And it's a shame, but, you know, we have to live with it. I've had a look at the job opportunities that are available. There's a few available. The Derby job looks like to be going, and they've just been relegated from the Premier League. And there's a few international jobs that are going. I'd be really interested in international management, but I don't really think it's appropriate yet. But obviously, Middlesbrough have now won the league. And to be honest, this is a bit of a awkward one because we've got nothing to talk about. I mean, McAlinden needs 5 goals to beat the record, which I'm very sure he won't get. But we're going to go for it, you know. Why not? I don't see why not. We may as well go for it, and if we get smashed, then, you know, we don't remember this game, but, you know, we just simply got to go for it. And McAlinden, you know, 27 goals this season, definitely 100% A, the surprise of the year, and B, the player of the year, full stop. He's been brilliant. But anyway, Brown up to Bennett, and it goes away. Hugill, number 9 for Preston. Preston's number 9. Barkhusen back to Hugill in a 1-2. It's in the box, shouldn't really be beating all those players. It's a bit of an upset. Luke McGee actually might go over the summer, you know, in goal. He hasn't been brilliant. We've got Allsop, haven't we? And I think Allsop will definitely get more of a choice next year, because I generally don't think that McGee's too bothered, because he's got no competition of serious. And anyway, I think the other goalkeeper's about 15, so he's not going to be playing quite clearly, is he? So once Allsop comes back off loan, Ryan Allsop, then we might see what's happening. We're going to have quite a big squad, to be fair, once the players come back off loan. So we're going to look to refine that. Obviously, buy a few players over the summer. You know, we've built a good squad, but we want to just keep refining. Of course, we've bought the likes of Abita and Lennon across the season. They've been really good signings. Abita particularly, I think they've got lots of potential, and I'm really excited about them, particularly Abita, because obviously Abita's the younger player. And Abita, I haven't actually told you guys this, I had a 15-year alliance with Abita on FM18. I did a massive save on FM18, obviously not on YouTube, but I did a massive save on it, and I played as Middlesbrough. I played as Reading, where, of course, he actually is at the moment. He's there in real life at Reading, so I had him at Reading, and then I went to Middlesbrough. Well, we got Reading to about 10th, I think, in the Premier League. We went to Middlesbrough and we won the league with them, where we won the Champions League, etc., etc. And Abita was there then. And then we went to Nottingham Forest to win the Champions League, and he came with me as a coach there. So he played as a player for a few matches and then went there for a coach. So Abita had probably only been about 22 back then. So I've got a real connection with Abita in the game, and quite a soft spot for the lad. But there we go, bit of an interesting one there. But this has been a rubbish last game. Really not respective of our high-scoring season. I think we're a little bit like Jurgen Klopp. His style of management, and, you know, chuck it up, see what we can do, and lose a few games there and then. That's being a Liverpool fan. Certainly feels like a Portsmouth fan this season in the Championship. It's been 0-0 though here, in a regular 0-0. But it feels like Preston might go and score here. Armstrong on the ball. Can he do anything in his last 10 minutes in a Portsmouth shirt? Chaplin. Armstrong. McAlinden, can he get one last goal? Close. Into Abita, into the box, Chaplin, and Connor Chaplin put it in the back of the net for us. So move us on to the ironic 69 points at the end of the season. But I'll tell you what, you know, apparently you need 50 points to survive. So 19 more points, I'm not going to say the number, 19 more points than that would be pretty good. And Abita gets another assist. We'll have a quick look at the stats after this game. And it's definitely not a season to forget. You certainly can't say it, you know, as it stands, top 10. And that is tremendous. Liam McAlinden hasn't scored again today. So hopefully, fingers crossed Assombalonga hasn't scored today. But hopefully, McAlinden can get one just to secure he gets top scorer. We didn't actually have a look at that before the game, admittedly. But Josh Harrop, Maguire... Oh, that's a close one. If Preston Scourge moved down to 10th. I don't think he is, though. 4 minutes to go here at Fratton Park. The fans, you know, I think the fans ought to applaud that season. That's it. The season's over. 9th place. I think we can be very happy with that. It's not playoffs, but, you know, well done, lads. A good win for us. And a good send-off for the likes of Armstrong and Pittman. A modest one, but certainly good. Wolves and Leeds United then have confirmed themselves in the playoffs, and that's how the Championship will finish this season. Forest, Reading and Cardiff all going down. All really... Oh, no! Oh, dear. Gabbiadini ending the season the top goal scorer. And that Assombalonga, I presume... Oh, he went to Derby, no wonder. No wonder his goals dropped. He went to Derby, Assombalonga, so ignore him. But Gabbiadini outscores him. Average minutes per goal, McAlinden is the highest because, of course, Assombalonga left. McAlinden has seen 98 team goals going. I don't quite understand that, but, you know, I'll go along with it. And offside, McAlinden's been offside most times, 79 times. Tackles per game, David Myler, fantastic from him. Clean sheets, we're not going to be on that list, are we? Nowhere near the top. Jamal Lowe, what's that? I've just seen his name somewhere. Assists, 17 assists for Lowe, that's fantastic. 12 assists for McAlinden. And then in terms of team stats, we have got, I think it's fair to say we've got the most goals, surely. We've conceded, I would probably say the most goals. The most goals joint with Fleetwood. We've also scored the most goals, and 102 goals this season. It's been absolutely tremendous. Headers won, 2,048 headers won over the season. Tremendous stuff. And as you can see, here are, if we can actually get on the custom selection info. In terms of goals, McAlinden with 30, Chaplin 22, Long 15, Lowe 7, Armstrong 7. All, in fact, pretty much everyone getting a goal down to there, which is blooming impressive and brilliant to see. But here's your end of the season review then, I suppose you could say. Knocked out in the 4th round of the FA Cup, knocked out in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. But I'll tell you what, it wasn't a bad season. Let's see what budgets we get for the next season. You watch, it'll take forever for them to get the next budgets. But a good season overall. I think that deserves a like because, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't quite know why we're waiting for so long for a budget. That'll probably come in the next episode. But a good season. I'm happy with that. Let's see what jobs are available, even though we're probably not going to go for a job. There's nothing available at the moment, but... oh, actually, Cardiff job's available. I wonder why it's not coming up. Manager... Yeah. That's odd, isn't it? I put all jobs in. Oh, that's weird. Because the Cardiff job's available. But apparently it's not there. Isn't that odd? Strange, strange, strange. Derby County's job is insecure with Ryan Giggs. There's a lot of teams that are insecure, but too far down for us. I'm not being funny. But I think we are going to stay with Portsmouth. So, very productive first season in the Championship. If you enjoyed that season, only 12 episodes, but I think it was really good with the new Pompey intro and a bit few more add-ons. Thank you guys for watching so much this season. I'll be back on Friday, my 17th birthday, for the start of Season 3. If you've enjoyed this series so far, make sure you leave a like. Recommend it to whoever you socialise with, I suppose you could say. Anyone who likes FM content. I'd recommend it to those guys. And thank you all so much for 400 subscribers. I haven't quite said that yet. Thank you so much for 400 subscribers. Let's see if we can push to 500 by the end of April. Pretty big target, but let's see if we can do it. Anyway, I've been TIJ, and I'll be back on Friday. Any transfer suggestions, leave them down in the comments. Any ins, any outs, I don't care. I've been TIJ, and I'll see you guys later. Up the Pompey, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.